Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. Now today we are back with some League One content. Yes, the Euros is on, but forget about that for the next few moments as we are going to be discussing Ipswich Town, and this is the start of a brand new series on this channel where we're going to be talking about a particular team in each episode and what their aspirations and why they're going to do it this season. And this what we're going to talk about in this video is why Ipswich Town will get promoted this year and what is different about them this season compared to the last two seasons in League One. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. We're trying to get to 7,000. I need your help, and let's get on with the video. Now, Ipswich entered League One in 2019-20 season. Paul Lambert was their manager, and they did bring some decent players in. They had obviously Vincent Young, they brought Norwood in, so I thought, you know something, they could have a good fist of it this year, and they started really well. I remember them scoring against Fleetwood in about October. I think that took them to top of the league, and Joey Barton called him average, and I said that was a harsh comment. I thought they were very, very good. That day, I thought they deserved the win. I thought, you know, they're on to something here. And the run carried on for a little bit longer. Then it got to just past Christmas where it started falling a little bit apart for them, and they were losing games of football, and they were losing at home, which Ipswich Town in League One, losing games of football at home should never happen. You know, if you lose, you know, you should be playing well and, you know, not being deserving to lose. So that wasn't happening. They lost to Fleetwood, they lost to Coventry. You know, I think Bristol Rovers went there before Christmas and beat them as well. And I just started to worry for them. And I remember going there, I think it was the last home game. It was a Tuesday night, and there were huge calls to Lambert to leave the football club. And the pandemic hit. And I said, with some clubs, the pandemic has come at a good time. Some haven't. And that pandemic came at a good time for Ipswich in one way, because it was a miserable season towards the end, but it kept Paul Lambert in a job for too much longer. And I said, while he's there as manager, I can't see Ipswich challenging, because I just didn't like him. I thought his football was poor, I thought his decision-making was poor, and I just didn't think he was quite up to standard for what Ipswich needed. And again, hit and miss this season. They drew 0-0 too many times. And Ipswich, for me, are a club that have passionate supporters. You know, a good old-fashioned ground in Portman Road. Should never give up. They're a championship club minimum. And they're a club that if they don't win, they play well. And they want good football, and they want the players giving absolutely 100%. If they lose every week, but the players are giving absolutely everything, I think Ipswich fans wouldn't mind. Obviously they would, but I think there'd be part of them saying, you know, this group is all right. You know, they're trying. They're not, not a bad group. And then towards the end of the Lambert campaign, you know, they were losing games of football, and he does get the sacked. He gets sacked after 2 wins, which was surprising, but I could see it coming. Paul Cook comes in. I like Paul Cook a lot. He's feisty. He's got something about him. And Ipswich needed to kind of bring in someone that can kick the players up the backside. And you look at the players he's got rid of, and that shows me exactly what the job he has to do. He looked at them towards the end of the season. I watched them against Fleetwood. They were soft. They were flaky. They were poor. You know, Ipswich Town should never be those three things. And it just kind of was the beginning of the end of that Ipswich team. And you look at the players that they've released, I think it's good, because they've got rid of players that they had in the Championship on big money, and now they've had to come down, and now they're resetting. So you look at Ward, you know, played for Burnley a few years ago, they brought in this year. Hopeless. You know, Chambers, been a good servant to Ipswich, but again, they had to let go. Judge, again, been a good servant. You know, Hughes, Sears. You know, all these players that have played for them at a higher level and play, you know, kind of one last payday as well. And they've got rid of them. And they brought Wes Burns in, who I know very well from Fleetwood. He's fast, energetic, will suit Paul Cook's system, and the Ipswich fans will love him. You know, Lee Evans, good experienced player, played with Cook before. So they've let a lot of the bigger earners go, and they've made room for, you know, League One experience to come in, because look at Paul Cook, promoted with Chesterfield from League 2, promoted with Portsmouth from League 2, promoted with Wigan. The man wins promotions, and he turns clubs that have ownership issues around, and that's what Ipswich had under Marcus Evans. Obviously, they've got Mark Ashton there now helping, supporting the club. You know, Ed Sheeran's on board as well, the singer, lifelong fan. So it's all going well at Ipswich this summer. Now, the one thing I will say Ipswich need to be careful of is I can see Ipswich maybe it'll be a hit and miss. We'll go for a stage. I think it'll be at the beginning of the season where they don't win games of football that they'd want to. Maybe drawing them. Because when you have a high turnover in players, I know they've only released 8 or 9 players, and they're going to bring in about probably 15 or 16 players. It wouldn't surprise me. You look at Blackpool, they brought in 17 last year, let go of 21, balanced the books. The first 7 games, they only won 1 game. But again, the last 39 games, they won 22 games. So they had the faith in, you know, Critchley, and I think that's what they need to have in Paul Cook. He's a bit more experienced, so I think there won't be as many questions asked. But again, it all looks positive. There's over 6,000 season ticket holders at Ipswich next season. You know, new ownership on board. You know, new directors. You know, new manager, new players. Fans happy again. And I'm saying this now. I don't think you'll find many more places better than Ipswich and Pompey when things go right at a rocking ground in League One. Those 2 clubs, they are special. I know Sunderland are up there, but those 2 clubs that I just mentioned, when things are going their way and they're winning games of football, and the players will be legends. Their players will be legends if they can win promoted this year. And I really believe Paul Cook, this squad of players, will be enough. There's still a long way left in the transfer window, but I believe Ipswich Town will win promotion this year, regardless, top 2 or through the playoffs. There is today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know if you agree. Ipswich fans, who would you like to see come in? Do you think you'll get promoted this year? You've got new ownerships on board. You've got obviously new directors. You've got a new manager. Loads of new players coming in. Fans on board again. Hopefully supporters can get back into grounds and you won't draw 0-0 a lot. Hopefully those 0-0s will turn into 1-0 wins for you. Let me know if you think you'll go up down below. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, I will see you later. Thank you very much for watching.